What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? I'm Regularly Juice Recipes. Welcome to another episode of Tuesday Reviews Day, the show where I randomly review flavors from my flavor stash. So, how's everybody doing? What's up, chat? So, the thing that I like to do first is try out the recipe that we made last week. So, last week, Fate gave us Mango Indian Special by Flavor Art, and we used it to make a Indian mango yogurt. I got it right here. Let's give it a shot. As you know, I'm not like the world's biggest mango fan, but I gotta say, Mango Indian Special, as I said in my final thoughts last week, Mango Indian Special is a mango for people that don't like mangoes. It doesn't have any of that like weird funk. It's very juicy, very pulpy. You can use it for a lot of different things. And yeah, I think it works really, really well with the yogurt. You get that really thick, kind of creamy mouthfeel. It's nice and sweet, and then all that fresh, ripe mango on the finish. I'm gonna have to re-wick this RDA before we can get into today's stuff. There's just no way I'll be able to taste anything over all of that delicious mango. Lily's eating you. That doesn't sound good at all. Dead battery, chat. What's up, Rick? The Golden One, Chud, Alan Vapes, Ducky, what's up? Rugman, I like that. Rugman, that's a good one. Rugman. Everybody keeps asking me what I call my patrons. But apparently everybody has a name for their patrons. No names here. Just my supportive family. I don't know what to call them. That's a ridiculous ask. Rugman, though, I like that. That's a good one. How's everybody doing? I gotta go back for more of this mango yogurt, man. I actually haven't tasted it at all since last week, so it's been Rugrats. You know what, Chud? That is so cute. I think it's just gonna stick. What's up, Rugrats? I love it. You're all Rugrats. Not just the patrons. You're all just Rugrats. That's beautiful. I love that so much. Very, very clever. Very clever. Man, that mango yogurt is tasty. Tasty. All right, so shall we see what the randomizer is going to give us today? So, if you've never seen this before, this is random.org, and it is a random list randomizer. And Okay. Are we back? Let me know if I'm back. Just gonna refresh the stream. Okay, we're good now. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right. Anyways, back to finding out what we are going to mix today on Tuesday Reviews Day. We're going to hit this randomize button 3 times. 1. Did you see that? The top one on there was TPA Peppermint, and I'm really glad that we didn't hit that one. 2, and today's random flavor for review is Wonder Flavors Butterscotch Cream Pie. All right, that's an excellent flavor. That one is actually a proud member of DIY Easy Season 3. So, Wonder Flavors Butterscotch Cream Pie. Let's head over to ELR and see what everybody thinks about Wonder Flavors Butterscotch Cream Pie. What do you guys think about that flavor? Butterscotch Cream Pie. What do we think about Butterscotch Cream Pie by Wonder Flavors? I am definitely going to need to rewick this for Butterscotch Cream Pie. Rick says, yeah, it's good. It is good, I agree. I'm just going to rewick this RDA real quick. Got to get all that mango off there. Can't have any of that in our Butterscotch Cream Pie. This will be the first week in 2 weeks that I don't have to put mango in something. Granted, I didn't have to put mango in it 2 weeks ago, but I did, you know, not knowing that we were going to get an actual mango flavor. Has anybody else tried Wonder Flavors Butterscotch Cream Pie? Rick says it's good. Banana mango cream. I can't do banana mango. No, you stop. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. Let's go over to ELR and see what peeps think about Butterscotch Cream Pie by Wonder Flavors. Grade at 3 days, 10%. Preferred single flavor mix, 9. One of my favorites, so easy and so good. Creamy, soft crack butterscotch. Very rich, lots of butter, silky butterscotch and cream. I don't taste any pie crust, but I rather get a delicious feeling. Delicious filling. Okay. Shake and vape. Sweet light butterscotch with cream. Biscuit graham cracker like base. Quite warm and inviting vape. It stands out with this one. Okay, so we're looking at a creamy butterscotch. That's what people say. So it says average mix quantity 2.9 with a median of 2.5. Single flavor 8.5. Like I said, Butterscotch Cream Pie is a proud member of DIY Easy Season 3. We used it to make Wilfred's Revenge. Delicious recipe. I was just vaping that last week. What smells dark? On the nose, it smells quite dark. I'm going to bring you back up here and little graham crust and good to go banger. Oh, good to banger. TFA cheesecake graham crust, you think? You know I like that flavor. I'm curious how the texture is. Does it have a full creamy vape, full of all those delicious diketones that we need in a cream pie? So on the nose, this flavor, it smells very dark. And what I mean by that is like, it smells like dark sugar, like caramelized sugar. Which, you know, it should, right? It's butterscotch. What was the average mix quantity for butterscotch cream pie? 2.5? All right. Well, let's try it at 3. See what we think about it. It smells very sweet, very dark. I got bottles, guys. Look, Rugrats. Look at all my bottles. Love Amazon. It's good stuff. This is not a sponsored video. I don't take sponsorships, but I got a Patreon campaign if you want to help support the channel. There'll be a link down in the description of this video. We're doing 3%. Wonder Flavors Butterscotch Cream Pie. All right. Not going to put any sweetener in here. I am going to put a little bit of my friend Nick in. We shall see. You know, generally with creamy type things, it's going to take a little bit of time to steep. So some of that creamy mouthfeel might not be present at first. Be expected with a creamy flavor profile. Maybe we shouldn't be too hard on the texture right out of the gate here. All right. I need to put a new wick in here. Cleaned the coil. Yeah, if you're wondering, I use the Pixie RDA. I love this little thing. Pixie RDA for all the flavor testing. I even carry this one around with me on occasion. I don't typically like to carry drippers around with me, you know, when I'm out in the day-to-day. I normally carry a tank or my billet box, but you know, occasionally I'll get a wild hair and I'll take an RDA out with me. Tell you one thing though, I can't stand squonking. Never really got into it. I own several of them. It just seems like you're adding an extra step for no real benefit. I suppose you don't have to have the actual bottle when your bottle is inside of your mod. Yeah, I hear they're hard to come by. We've got 3 of them. We got the bronze one, stainless steel one, and we got the gunmetal one. We've had them for years. I liked it right out of the box, and it's consistent. I like it ever since then. I really like how restrictive it is. I always use the honeycomb airflow in it. To each their own, but I like that little bit of restriction, especially for a single coil. You know, I run it on a dual parallel mech mod, so I get battery life for literally days. Now the vapor smells a lot like the liquid did. All right. Saturated the wick. Hopefully this doesn't taste like mangoes. Okay. It actually tastes very similar to the way that it smells. It's got that dark caramelized sugary taste. It's not as sweet as I thought that it was going to be. There is a little bit of like creamy mouthfeel, and I'm sure that that'll develop a little bit more over time as the liquid kind of steeps. 3% seems to be, it's definitely not over flavored. It's not astringent or acidic. It is quite dark though for a butterscotch. Normally with like what is it, Flavor West Butterscotch Ripple, that's like a lighter, creamier butterscotch. It's almost like an ice cream, and it's more of like a caramel flavor. It's still a very good butterscotch. It does have those kind of like almost like rum notes. So I like to do a little bit of science, a little bit of research, as it were. So what is butterscotch exactly? Like, what is the difference between butterscotch and caramel? Say so. Butterscotch, according to Wikipedia, is a type of confectionery whose primary ingredient is brown sugar and butter. But other ingredients are in some recipes, such as corn syrup, cream, vanilla, and salt. The earliest known recipes, I don't care about when. Butterscotch is similar to toffee, but for butterscotch, the sugar is boiled to a soft crack stage, not a hard crack stage as with toffee. So, okay, what is the difference between butterscotch and caramel? What is the difference between caramel and butterscotch? The main difference between butterscotch and caramel is that butterscotch is made with dark brown sugar and a high portion of butter, and caramel is made with white sugar and a relatively small portion of butter. There you go. That's the difference. So you use brown sugar for butterscotch and white sugar for caramel. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that was the difference. All right, chat. What are we going to make with Wonder Flavors Butterscotch Cream Pie? It doesn't taste like pie, so I don't think that we have to be stuck inside of the pie box. It tastes like dark, cooked brown sugar, caramelized brown sugar. So what are we going to make with Wonder Flavors Butterscotch Cream Pie? What sounds good, guys? I wonder how it'll go with the chocolate. What do we think about adding chocolate to it? So the biggest problem with chocolates is that texture, right? Butterscotch rum ice cream. You know, I think that that is a really, really good idea. That's a really, really good idea because you've got some of those kind of like dark, sweet, rummy kind of notes coming from the butterscotch naturally. They're really kind of like already a part of it, so I think rum would be a really, really solid pairing. And then you got ice cream. Like, it's already got a little bit of a creamy mouthfeel, but we could definitely add some ice cream to it. So let's go with that. I think that's a fantastic idea. So we are going to head over to ATF. Let me bring you back down here. Hello. Goodbye. We're going to head to ATF and is ATF down? Did my internet stop working again? Hang on just 1 second. Let me check my router. Well, there doesn't appear to be anything wrong with my internet. So Maybe ATF is just having a moment. Let's try it again. Nope. All right. Well, that's fine. We will use ELR. Normally, I like to use ATF because it has my actual entire flavor stash in it, and I just use the DIY Easy flavor stash for ELR, but that's okay. So we are making a butterscotch rum ice cream. Sounds divine. All right, so we are going to start with butterscotch cream pie by Wonder Flavors. Cream pie, Wonder Flavors, perfect. And then we are also going to get into, so something comes to mind when you say butterscotch rum ice cream. What do you guys think? What should we use for the ice cream note? I have an idea, and it is a vape train flavor. Ducky, are you still in here? I'm sure Ducky knows what I'm talking about. Where's it at? Good old vape train. You in here, Ducky? Ducky loves him some vape train. There you go, Ducky. That's exactly what I was thinking, man. Toffee ice cream by Vape Train. Yes, sir. That's going to be a good one. Now I just have to find it. Exactly what I was thinking. Ducky, you never let me down, man. Ducky knows. So Ducky, tell me, I haven't worked with toffee ice cream a lot. I've used it in a couple of recipes that were not my own recipes. I have single flavor tested it. What do you think about toffee ice cream's texture? I know it's pretty buttery, but as far as like actual ice cream goes, does it have a good cream note? A good ice cream note? Toffee ice cream. Found it. It smells very creamy, very buttery. Very creamy, very buttery. Okay, toffee ice cream. Yes, they say 2.5. Let's go ahead and let's start with 2. Let's get 2% of toffee ice cream in there with 3% butterscotch cream pie. We'll see what that does to it. I would imagine it will add a ton of texture, just a ton of texture to that butterscotch cream pie, which is really kind of what we're going for, right? Butterscotch is going to be our main note. The little bits of toffee that are in the toffee ice cream are going to back up that butterscotch note as well as bring that delicious ice cream kind of flavor. That's tasty. Is it bad that I'm already thinking about what sweetener I want to put in here? Is that bad? Ooh, man, that toffee ice cream has some amazing, amazing creamy vanilla notes. That's wonderful. Mm. Just kind of let that stew a little bit. I really like those after you've finished exhaling all of the vapor and you're just kind of letting it like sit in your mouth for a few seconds afterwards. Those are my favorite parts. Did you see that? That coaster tried to kill me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Wow. That is very, very authentic. Very good. We put butterscotch cream pie in here at 3, didn't we? 3%. Okay, rum. I only own one. It's good though. It's not Vape Train. I'm sorry. It is, what is that flavor called? Jamaica rum. It's flavor art. I swear it's called Jamaica Rum Special. I think that's what it's called, Jamaica, but it's spelled like that with the H. There it is. Yeah, Rum Jamaican Special. That one, I haven't used that flavor for a really, really long time. Let's see. Do we think that this will possibly dilute our delicious creamy texture? How do we feel about that? I have a feeling it might dilute our delicious creamy texture. That was easy to find. You know why? Ooh, there's a hair on there. Gross. That was easy to find because it's so dark. I have to look for the caramel colored ones or the clear ones. It's always super duper hard to find. 1%. Does anybody else think that's going to be too much? I'm going to start with half. Maybe a quarter. I'm going to start with a quarter. Can always add more. Can't take it out. You can always add more. Right? A little bit at a time. All right. Just a drop in my little 10 ml bottle. Just a drop in my little 10 ml bottle. The cream note from the butterscotch cream pie should boost the ice cream and the toffee ice cream. Yeah, they blended together really, really well. There was a ton of creamy texture in there. I was actually really surprised. I just remembered that the toffee ice cream was real buttery, which isn't a bad thing, especially when you're talking about ice cream. I did put 0.25% of FA Jamaica rum in there. All right, chat. What do we think? Okay, 0.25%, you can taste it. Really on the exhale, you get that kind of like, those little bit of like woody notes, smoky notes. No, it's woody. Is it woody or leathery? How do you describe rum? What is the correct description? It's a little dry. It didn't completely destroy the creamy texture, although at 0.25%, I guess I wouldn't expect it to. It's not sweet enough, though. It definitely needs like a lot of sweetener. Mmm. That caramelized sugar note from that butterscotch cream pie is delightful. So here's what I think right now where this stands. We've got a good butterscotch ice cream. We've got a good rum. Something that it needs is a little bit more like sweet, creamy texture. That's where I'm at. It needs some more sweetness and it needs a little bit more creamy texture. You didn't miss the whole thing again, chasing clouds and flavor reviews. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping in. You didn't miss the whole thing. You still got 13 minutes left. How do I think it'll steep? I have no idea. I've never made anything like this before. I have worked with butterscotch cream pie quite a bit in season 3, and it really doesn't need a ton of steep time. You know, the thing about those Wonder flavors is they're, if they do need any steep time, it's like a week max, and you know they're very, very good off of the shake. Very good. How about marshmallow? Marshmallow. So the thing about marshmallow is that I don't necessarily want to imbue any of that chewy texture on it. Marshmallow. I was thinking something a little bit more sweet and creamy, something more like a caramel. Not necessarily another cream, and not necessarily just the sweetener. I meant a sweet, creamy flavor. I was thinking like a sweet cream, um, like the Vape Train sweet cream. It has a ton of like fluffy texture, and it's also quite sweet. I think that it'll probably work really, really well with those creamy notes and sweeten up that caramelized sugar note. Give us some solid texture. Yeah, I just think marshmallow would be a little bit too sticky, a little bit too chewy. It's a good idea though. I frequently use FA marshmallow just as a sweetener by itself. Yeah, this is a really good recipe so far, guys. I gotta reach back into this vape train box for Ducky. What are we gonna pull out of here, Ducky? We need something sweet and creamy. I've got the sweet cream. Got the sweet cream. What else do I have in here that we can... I've got all of their vanillas. Ooh, you know what? Vanilla cream. Yeah, the vanilla cream is really, really good. I'm going to put that one right there for now. What else? I've got the vanilla classic. I just used the vanilla classic in a recipe that I made last week. I don't even remember what it was off the top of my head, but I remember I liked it. It was a solid vanilla. I'm looking for the sweet cream. There it is. Yeah. See, the thing about the sweet cream is it doesn't have that vanilla in there, but the vanilla is not something that I'm looking for. I'm just looking for that like fluffy, creamy mouthfeel, the texture. What do we make tonight? Well, Fate gave us Wonder Flavors Butterscotch Cream Pie. We single flavor tested it at 3%. And yeah, it tastes like a caramelized brown sugar. It has some pretty good creamy texture, which I'm sure will develop a little bit more after a few days of steeping time. And then I forget who recommended it. I think it might have been Rick. Let me go back and look. Yeah, it was Rick. Butterscotch rum ice cream. So we mixed up Vape Train toffee ice cream at 2% with 3% of Wonder Flavors butterscotch cream pie and 1/4% of Flavor Art. I'm sorry, I was reading the chat. 1/4% of Flavor Art Jamaica rum special, and then I think that it needs something sweet and creamy. Hey, what's up, Rob? How are you, man? Glad you can make it. English toffee. I don't know if I have that one. I have. Hang on. Yeah, I'm glad you're in here, Robert. Nice to see you. I have butter toffee base. I don't have English toffee, Ducky. Assuming that that's a Vape Train flavor that you're talking about. I'm assuming that it is. I think I'm going to use sweet cream. It smells exactly what I think I need. And it smells like exactly what I think this needs. So, what are you thinking? 1%? Does 1% sound right? It's going to be really hard to find Vape Train sweet cream in here. It's like something that I don't. Oh, never mind. It wasn't hard. 1%. ELR says 1%. I was thinking 1%. Let's do 1%. And then we're going to use Flavora Sweetness in here. Really like. Well, hold on. Let's try it without the sweetener first. Lost my dropper. There it is. I love these like creamy, caramelly, just real simple profiles with a little twist. That rum in there. Nice little twist. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that Vape Train sweet cream is spot on, like Twinkie filling, right? Just a real like fluffy sweet cream. I'm kind of wondering if it doesn't need something to lighten that butterscotch up a bit because it is quite dark. It is quite dark. Maybe we should turn up the toffee ice cream a little bit. You think? ELR recommended 2.5%, and I used 2. A couple drops of Flavora Sweetness going in. Maybe we should turn up the toffee ice cream. Kind of lighten that. I want to lighten that butterscotch note up a little bit. It's just real dark. And I think turning the toffee ice cream up, just adding another 0.5% or 1% of it, I think that might accomplish that, as opposed to adding another flavor to the profile. You follow me? You picking up what I'm putting down, chat? So the thing about it is it's more, I think, of like a cracked butterscotch. It is quite dark though. Mmm, Twinkie, the best part of the Twinkie. I think you could probably balance it out with a sweeter, more like brighter caramel or butterscotch, like a Flavor West butterscotch ripple. It's very creamy, it's very sweet, it's very bright, and that contrast will the butterscotch cream pie with that will kind of brighten that up a little bit, because those really dark kind of like caramelized brown sugar notes, they're really good, but I could easily see how that would take over a profile or kind of stomp out other things. So if you give it a nice like buttery, creamy, caramelly bright background to go over the top of, I think it's a really nice accent note. I agree though, I don't know that I could solo vape this. It would probably get quite astringent after a while, I would think, just for my own personal preferences. Robert says he wants to take a bath in butterscotch ripple. I'm down. I mean, we're gonna have to take like a regular bath after that to wash it all off of us, and we're gonna smell like a candy factory walking around. Little kids will probably be following you and being like, "Hey, Mister!" Sorry, I'm gonna get demonetized. Not that I'm monetized anyway, actually. I seem to have had a friend join me here. This is Kiwi?
Kiwi? Wait.
Say hi, Kiwi.
Wait, it still looks...
Say hi, Kiwi. Okay, take Kiwi and go.
Why can't I see myself?
Take Kiwi and go.
Why can't I see myself?
Bye-bye. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I kind of flooded my RDA, and I haven't actually had a chance to try it with the sweetener at all yet, so. Yeah, you gotta go, honey. Yeah.
Is this recording or something?
It is. It's live, actually.
Wait, you mean somebody's talking to you?
You gotta go, honey.
Wait, is somebody actually talking to you?
Please take Kiwi and go back out into the living room.
I heard somebody say about bathing in butterscotch.
Yes, that's what we were talking about.
I would like to bathe in butter.
Yeah, you gotta go back out, Alara. Thank you. She's adorable, isn't she? Yeah, I flooded the deck, so I have not had a chance to try this with the sweetener in it yet. I haven't decided if I need to turn up the toffee ice cream, try to brighten up that butterscotch a little bit, or if we need to add another flavor. Oh, I don't want her to steal the show. I'm definitely not going to be too hard on her. Should take away my screen time. That is the benefit. That is the benefit to having an RDA, is that if you're flooded, you can just dry it a little bit, right? If I was carrying a tank around with me, I would have a whole world of problems. RDA, no big deal. Try it out. All right, about time we got to wrap this up here. Let's try with sweetener. See what we think about that. The more that I'm using it, though, the more that I'm really kind of digging those dark notes. It's really kind of an accent piece for that toffee ice cream, and they both would come together really well. And honestly, I think the sweetener kind of did it. The sweetener mellowed it out a little bit. It brought some of that sweet, like tongue action into it. I don't think you need to turn the toffee ice cream up at all. It has a really nice creamy texture between the sweet cream and the toffee ice cream. No, I think you're good to go. So, final thoughts. What do I think about Wonder Flavors Butterscotch Cream Pie? Well, first of all, it's not really pie. It's more like butterscotch crack topping. I don't know. So imagine that you have a cream pie, a pie filled with cream with no crust, because this doesn't have any crust note. And then you take like hard cracked butterscotch, like that's shattered, and you sprinkle that over the top of it. And you're eating the cream pie, and it has little bits of cracked butterscotch in them. It's kind of smoky. It's sweet. It's not too sweet, actually. It's smoky. It's creamy. And it's like a dark butterscotch. I'll give you one more last look at the recipe that we made. And we'll have some final thoughts, comments. All right, there is the recipe that we made, Drunken Butterscotch Ice Cream. So, the Wheel of Fate gave us Wonder Flavors Butterscotch Cream Pie, and it's a really good flavor. I think that it works really, really well as sort of like an accent piece to other like sweet, kind of caramelly candies. I don't know that I would solo vape it, but I think that you can use it to give your caramel or your other butterscotch some real, like, give it some real personality. You know, it's got these dark brown sugar, caramelized brown sugar notes. It's very, very good. That little bit of rum on there just kind of comes in right at the finish. It's a little bit dry. It's a little bit woody. Very, very, very good. It does never end. I totally understand the feeling, Robert. So if you have the Wonder Flavors Butterscotch Cream Pie, I think that you could probably use, like 1-on-1 whipped cream would probably be a good substitute for the Vape Train Sweet Cream. I don't know that there's anything that you're going to be able to substitute for the toffee ice cream, though. It is pretty buttery. It has a little bit of a vanilla note, and then it's got that kind of like dark brown sugar caramelized note that really pairs up with the Wonder Flavors Butterscotch Cream Pie. You could probably get away with just using like Wood Barn vanilla ice cream at around 3%, and you're going to get a very, very close approximation of what this recipe tastes like. Don't feel obligated to go out of your way to buy those flavors. But if you do, I mean, this recipe is very, very good, and I have a feeling that I'm going to mix it up again. Anyways, I think that wraps up this Tuesday Reviews Day, where we talked about Wonder Flavors Butterscotch Cream Pie. Listen, guys, if you like what I'm doing here, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you turn notifications on so that I get to annoy you every time I go live or upload a video. Like, comment, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one.